everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do love showing off my makes, and I'm so glad you come week after week to see it. You can find me as Anaya's Toy Box on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, and Ravelry. So I have started filming a different way. Instead of showing you everything all at once, I am showing you my progress throughout the week. So I'm gonna put on the clip for the first video. So I just thought I'd show you this video. This is actually the first day of my working week, and this is the first thing I'm showing you.
Yay!
I'm frogging this. As you can see, the yarn I thought would work with this is not. As you can see, it's starting to wave up, and so it's not going to work out. So I thought I'd show this to you before I frog it. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello. Today is the first day of my filming week.
Hi.
I did film a little bit yesterday and I showed it to you before, but I'm just going to show you what I've done. This I made last night, a lot of it. And so I added, so this used to be 6 here, but I added 2 more to make it 8, and I'm going to make it an 8x9 blanket. So I added these 6, and I added up there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think maybe 7, 8, 9.
How many squares did you get done yesterday?
Yeah, I think around 9. This is the only project I worked on yesterday because the shawl did not work out and I was upset and I didn't want to start a new project, so I just took this out. This is what I worked on yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. And today I finished sewing up the cat. So this is what the kitty cat looks like. It's going to be, I'm going to put, I think, a little hook. I'm going to make like a chain 5 and put a key ring. No. And put a key ring on it. And so it's going to be a purse buddy, a bag buddy, whatever you want to call it. No, it's not. The fennec fox is the fennec fox on my purse. That's it.
No, I'm saying, is that going to be like a replacement for the fennec fox?
I just said no.
No, is it still on there?
Yes, my fennec fox is still on my purse. Okay, that aside, I also started the black one. Well, I had already started the black one. I showed you that I did 6 single crochets in a magic loop, but I've worked more on the head. I am almost finished the building rows where you're just single crocheting around, and I'm going to start decreasing soon. But I have started the black cat. I am using a smaller hook for the black cat. I'm using, come on, can you focus? Focus? Okay, it doesn't want to focus. I'm using a 2.25 millimeter hook for this black cat. I used a C at 2.75 millimeter, and I feel like the holes are a little big. If you look really closely, see that? The holes
I see them.
are a little big. And I don't really like that. So what I did was went down a hook on this one, and you could tell the difference. There's not much. The holes are not that big in this. So there is still holes, but it's not as big and noticeable as it is in this one. Anyways, that's what I've been working on. I'll talk to you more about what I've been doing tomorrow. All right? Bye. Guess what I found? Just when I thought I was done with my cotton thread, I found this stored in a different place. I guess I'll be starting a new shawl project now. So just a quick video with very poor lighting. I didn't get to film yesterday. I was watching TV with my kids and I didn't end up filming. I did work on something else, but I restarted the shawl with the crochet thread I found, and I'm working on that. I worked on that yesterday. I didn't touch it today though. And today I started a new bag. I don't know why. I mean, I just finished a bag. I don't need to start a new bag, but I started a new bag.
Yesterday we went to the fabric store.
We went to the fabric store to get lining, not for this bag, but for the other one. And
there's like 2 other bags.
Yeah, 2 bags, yes. This one is Soho Playful, and the colorway is here, Strawberry Patch. So I thought it would look really, really good in a bag, the color changes, because I really liked the Soho Playful I used before on the bear. So I decided to make it in a bag, and I wanted to be tight stitches, so I decided to do the moss stitch. So that's what I am working on right now. I did finish the crochet part of the black cat. I don't have it with me. It's in the other room. I'll show it to you tomorrow. All right. Talk to you later. Hello, everybody. Bye. I'm here to show today's progress. I worked on the hyper fixated shawl, and I have decided I didn't want to do this part anymore. It was a 197 holes when I got there, and it was supposed to be a multiple of 5, so I had to fudge it a little bit when I started the shells. This is going to be different than hers because she did 13 rows of these shells. I'm going to do a lot more than that because this is crochet thread.
Wait, how did the yarn chicken go?
I made the row. Right. I finished this row right here.
Nice.
And yeah. So this is what the hyperfixated shawl looks right now. Like right now, hopefully, I will not find any more crochet thread. This should be my last 4 skeins of it. So I've gone through 1, 2, and I'm starting the 4th. Oh no, I have 5.
How? What?
I have navy blue and gray left. Oh. So that's 5 altogether. But anyways, hopefully this will be the end of my crochet thread when I finish this shawl. But here it is. This is what I worked on so far. Let me show you my other project. Hello, I'm back. I'm showing you the purse I'm making. This is using Soho Playful. I loved the way the colors changed in this and the fade, so I wanted to show it off. I'm using a moss stitch. I saw Ella from No Catchy May making a bag with moss stitch, and I really liked it. I was going to put a zipper on this. I had every intention of putting a zipper on this. Now, when I put a zipper on something, what I do is I get the zipper and make it that width. And I thought I had it. But as you can see, my zipper is now bigger than the bag. So there's probably going to be no zipper on this one. I will hopefully line it. It is a cotton acrylic blend, this yarn. And this part, if you look here, this part is good for the zipper. I mean, I have a little bit left over, but I meant for that, just to take account to stretch. But I think the moss stitch is a tighter stitch than single crochet because you could actually tell it's kind of going in. But anyways, that is what I worked on today. I do have other projects coming up, like amigurumi projects, that I need to start, and I will very, very soon. But so far, this is what I worked on. I really did want to finish this cake of yarn right here today, but I ended up working more on the shawl than I did on the bag. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for an update on what I've been up to. Okay, so yeah, what have I been doing this past few hours? Like, honestly, I am filming right now because the sun is beautiful. But usually I film at night because then I could show you what I've been doing all day. And since I filmed yesterday, just before going to sleep, I don't have much to show you. Like, just a little tiny bit whatever I worked on just before bed and this morning. So this is my bag. This is just a linen lemon peel. There's so many names for this stitch bag. So I did 4 rows. I'm working in the round, and I worked 4 rows of single crochet, and then I started the lemon peel or linen or whatever other names it has, which is, you know, single crochet, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then when you get back to the next round, you would work a single crochet on the chain 1s and chain 1 on top of the single crochets. So I chose this pattern because I love this yarn. I love the way it did the fade. I made a bear out of the other colorway I have, and I just really love the way the colors turned out. So I knew a top, the stripes would not really lend itself to striping too much because it's a lot thicker, at least mine is. So I thought I'd make a bag, and I wanted to keep it a simple stitch so that you could really see the colors. So here it is. There is so many knots in this cake of yarn. Look at that. Let me turn it inside out so you can see. Oh, okay, so that's the beginning yarn, but this is a knot. This is a knot. There's another knot somewhere. I've already come across 3, although I'm almost finished. There's only this much yarn left in this cake. I will crack open another cake to finish this up. But anyways, there's a lot of knots in this cake. But I do love the color. The color is amazing. If I could have gotten stripes like this for a top, oops, I just undid some stitches. But if I could have gotten stripes like this for a top, I would so make a top out of this. But I won't get stripes like that. The stripes are too short on a top. It'll be thinner. But this is gorgeous. Whoops, upside down. This is really pretty. My plan was originally to put a zipper on it, but I think that the linen lemon peel stitch is tighter than a single crochet, because while the zipper fits pretty nice and a little on the snug side over here, you could actually see the bend. Like when I got to single crochet, and then it gets tighter here. It's way too tight for my zipper, and I still need to figure out how to shorten zippers. I don't know how to do that. And I don't think I'm going to try for this bag. I'm going to try for the other bag, which, oh my gosh, the amount of bags I have to line, my friends. Oof, so many. I actually went to the fabric store the other day and bought fabric to line 2 of the bags, like the black and, teal colored ones that I made last week or the week before, and another one that I made a long time ago and I didn't have lining for the longest time. But that is it. That is the bag so far. And the only other thing, I still haven't sewn up the cat. I showed you that I made all the entire black, I crocheted it all up, the black cat, but I have not sewn it up yet. So yeah. So this is the shawl, whose name escapes me. I did mention it yesterday. I forget what it was called. I apologize, but I forgot. So I have started this. I am going to have more rows of this. She does 13 rows of this, but because I am working with thinner yarn than she is, I'm going to have more rows of that. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But so far, this is what it looks like. I added the blue to it. And do you see it? There it is. I honestly, I think I showed it to you already with the blue in it. I think I only did a couple more stitches since I last showed it to you. But here it is, all done. Anyways, maybe I'll film tonight or maybe I'll film tomorrow to show you my progress. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, everybody. I spent a long time trying to get these cats to stand, and as soon as I start the video, they fall over. But here are the 2 cats from the kit. It's right here. It's called Crochet, and I finished both the cats. This cat right here reminds me a lot of Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. So much. Keeps falling. Yes, so I do have stuffing, yarn, everything left over. This was a kit that included everything perfectly. As you could see, this cat is a little smaller than this one because I used a C or 3.75 millimeter hook there and a 2.25 millimeter a B hook. There are no huge holes. No huge holes, but there are holes. So those 2 are done. I'm glad to show it to you. You guys won't see them again. I had fun making them though. All right, I'll show you my next project now. So here it is, the next project. I was right here when I filmed this morning, and I did the rest of it today. I finished off all the crochet part. So I am going to get, I do have handles, like faux leather handles that I plan to put sew onto this, and I want to line it. So my friends, you know how I am with lining things. I have a bag from a year and a half ago that I haven't lined yet. I've cut the fabric. I never sewed the handles. I know, I don't like sewing too much. I have the handles ready. I have cut the fabric to make the lining, and that is where it is. So at one point, this bag will have a lining.
Wait, Mom,
and will have handles.
Is it that you hate working with like hand sewing, or like you like working with machine sewing?
I'm not too into sewing. That's why it doesn't get done.
But
I can think of other things to do, and that's why I end up doing other things instead of sewing. But anyways, here it is, the finished bag. I'll show it to you if I ever end up finishing it. My mom is here, so she might do the sewing for me. We'll see. Anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, everyone. Here it is, my hyperfixated shawl. It did not get much love today, this past few days. I have been working on other projects. As you can see, I've changed to the medium or the lighter blue. It'll have a darker blue and then a silver at the end. And this is where I was last time I showed it to you. So, I mean, the rows are long, but, you know, it is what it is. That's how much I did. I know when I started doing this, like I had to fudge it here. Fudge this part because it's supposed to be a multiple of 5 where you started, and it was going to take a long time for me to get to a multiple of 5. So I fudged it, but I had 197 stitches, holes. So if I had 197 holes, that would make it about 199 stitches when I started this part. So it is a lot of stitches that I'm doing from one end to the other. But as I said, I've only done a row and a half, not even a half, since I last showed it to you. Yeah, so that's the shawl right now. So this is the other project that I've been working on for these past 2 days because I didn't film yesterday. Did I mention that? I didn't film yesterday. I just couldn't find a quiet place to film. So I didn't end up filming yesterday, so I didn't show you that I started this. This is a bag. I forget what it's called, but the video will be linked down below that I'm using to make it. This was somebody requested I make it for them. I'm using cotton sprout in the colorway lime. Honestly, this does not look like lime to me. It looks more like a leafy color than a limey color. But anyways, I am using a 3.75 millimeter hook. I actually debated a lot on what I should use. This is a 3-weight yarn. Normally I use a B hook, but since this is a bag, like a froggy bag, I want to make sure that there's enough room to put stuff in. And I was afraid that if I made it with my usual 2.25 millimeter or B hook, it might be a little bit on the small side. So I'm using a bigger hook, and I hope it works out. It took me a while to get started just because I wasn't sure about these little details, like what hook. She never mentions what hook she uses. She says she uses 2 4-ply yarn, 2 strands of 4-ply yarn together, which 4-ply yarn I think is sport weight. Again, I don't know. So 2 together should make DK, right? I hope so. I apologize for any noise you hear in the background. I really, really have no control over that. Anyways, I hope that it's a bag. It should be okay. If it's a little big, then it's a little big. I just don't want it to be too small that it's not useful for anybody. Yeah, so that's what I'm at. I finished one leg. I'm on the other leg, and hopefully I'll be on the body soon. This is the project that for the past couple of days have gotten the most love. Yeah, so that's the end. On other news, my mom came over, so that's one of the reasons why it's hard to find a quiet spot, because there's one more person in our small little apartment. But that's okay, it's fun. It's nice to have someone I could talk to. Um, yeah. Thank you for watching my crafting week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.